If you're struggling with newsletter growth, this will save you months of wasted effort. You've probably already tried posting more on social media, copying what big creators do, or signing up to random tools that promised fast results. Maybe you were told to just be consistent, or to chase virality, or to wait until you have a bigger audience before you start. That advice sounds reasonable. It's also why most people stay stuck. If you're working a 9-to-5, watching opportunity videos late at night, and feeling like everyone else is somehow ahead, the problem isn't effort. And it's not intelligence. The real reason your newsletter isn't growing is simpler and more uncomfortable. You don't have a system. Most people approach this backwards. They think growth comes from inspiration, motivation, or the perfect idea. So they jump between strategies. One week it's threads. Next week it's short-form video. Then they disappear for a month because life gets busy. This creates a cycle of random effort. The myth is that growing a newsletter is about talent or personality. In reality, it's about structure. When effort isn't connected to a repeatable process, results stay inconsistent. You might get a few subscribers one week, then nothing for the next 3. Information overload makes this worse. Every platform pushes a new tactic, new formats, new algorithms. So you're constantly reacting instead of building. Without systems, everything feels heavy. Every email takes too long. Every post feels like starting from zero. And eventually, you quit, not because it doesn't work, but because it's unsustainable. This video is about removing that friction. The 3-step framework. This is the exact framework that works in 2026, even if you have a small audience and limited time. No hype, no shortcuts, just leverage and systems. Step 1. Pick a narrow outcome, not a broad topic. Most people say, my newsletter is about business, or self-improvement, or making money online. That's too vague. Instead, define a single outcome your reader wants. One problem, one direction. For example, helping beginners understand online income without hype, breaking down complex ideas into simple weekly lessons. This makes writing easier and makes your value obvious. People don't subscribe to topics, they subscribe to outcomes. Action you can take today. Write one sentence that explains what problem your newsletter solves and for whom. If it's unclear, growth will always be slow. Step 2. Create one reliable traffic input. You don't need to be everywhere. Pick one platform you already use and turn it into a consistent input, not content chaos. One repeatable format. For example, one short daily post that shares a single insight, one weekly breakdown of a lesson you learned, one clear call to action, pointing to your newsletter. The mistake is trying to grow on 5 platforms at once. The system is one input feeding one output. Traffic doesn't need to be massive. It needs to be predictable. Action you can take today. Choose one platform and one content format you can realistically repeat for the next 30 days. Step 3. Write to build trust, not virality. Most emails fail because they're written like marketing. Instead, write like you're explaining something to a smart friend who's skeptical but open. Focus on one idea per email, clear reasoning, practical examples. Consistency beats cleverness. A simple weekly email that shows up on time builds more trust than a brilliant email sent randomly. This is how a newsletter becomes an asset instead of a chore. Action you can take today. Outline 3 simple emails based on problems you've already faced and solved. 4. The infrastructure gap. Natural transition. Now here's where most people go wrong. They try to do all of this manually. They manage subscribers in spreadsheets. They copy-paste emails. They have no visibility into what's working. Eventually, the friction kills momentum. This is where infrastructure matters. We use Beehiiv, not because it's magic, and not because it guarantees growth, but because it removes friction. It's built specifically for newsletters. You can run ads inside your emails once you're ready. The cost stays low compared to alternatives. Support is responsive, and the community makes it easier to see what actually works in real situations, not theory. More importantly, it creates structure. Automations, analytics, and a clean publishing workflow mean you spend less time managing tools and more time writing and improving. Think of it like this. Effort without infrastructure leads to burnout. Infrastructure turns effort into leverage. That's the difference between trying and building. 5. Strong, clear CTA. If you're serious about building financial freedom and you don't want to waste another 6-12 months guessing, get Beehiiv set up properly. You can find a free trial to Beehiiv in the pinned comment down below. Don't focus on doing more. Focus on doing fewer things, on purpose, with systems behind them. A newsletter grows when clarity replaces chaos. Systems create income. Random effort creates frustration.